cannot tarry.
Your sanctum will survive. We shall see to that.
Indeed, the Sanctum Sanctorum has weathered its fair share of trouble over the years. Blaze storms, a few short-tempered celestials, that issue with the zoning commission. But this time, it feels different. I do not doubt Wanda's capability, but without my predictive acumen, I cannot bolster the wards should she need it. Still, the wards are woven into the Sanctum's very essence. They should hold. In any case, all will be revealed with time. I suggest we make use of it while it still functions.
About time.
Not just about time, Mr. Brooks. Time, space, reality, the building blocks of magic. All must be constant for my portals to work properly. Yet as we now know, that is no longer the case.
We've heard.
Several times.
Otherwise, I would still be hunting dread maidens in my sleep.
Indeed. And while I certainly appreciate the view of this vista, I fail to see how it will hasten our return to the Sanctum.
Magic is the answer.
No, as I've just stated, magic is the problem.
Your magic is. Not ours. The ground you are standing on exists within two worlds. A mystical anchor point to Ileana's realm that allows her to... Well, I'll just let her show you.
As much as I'd love to hear a first-hand account of your exploits.
You're standing in limbo. Nexus of all realities, both real or otherwise. A chaotic but secret realm, beyond the influence of Lilith. Thus far.
Are you certain of that? Because I am sensing all kinds of...
dark energy. That feeling you're being watched? General hellhole vibe?
Yes. All these potentialities converging at once? Truly surprising feat, Miss Rasputin. For someone so young, of course.
You think this is crazy? Wait until you see Manhattan.
From here, magic can open gateways to just about anywhere on our planet, and beyond. We don't want to risk punching through the wards protecting your sanctum, Doctor, so we've chosen a safe exit a few blocks over instead.
Couldn't be worse than the last time.
It was just a simple miscommunication.
Ocean Avenue. I said Ocean Avenue, Magic.
at least we know the wards of protection are still in place.
For now.
I suggest we hurry.
Arm Alpha in position. No one's getting through.
Welcome to New York.
I hesitate to call this good news, but I'm seeing minimal Hydra resistance between you and the Sanctum.
Looks can be deceiving, I'm afraid. There's no way these foot soldiers are behind the disruption of the wards of protection. Not bad. Not great, but not bad.
Exactly what I needed. No
Proceeding as planned. For victory!
Your efforts will never deter me.
Our Beta moving into position.
That gamma spike we detected in your area seems to be growing. Let's assume that's not a good thing.
Gamma or not, I feel the hand of my mother at work.
The light shines on the most dutiful. Let's give it a go.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Time's up for these chumps. For the mother!
A rare strike.
I'll handle it. Hardly a scratch.
Wanda is calling out to me. I feel her struggle. And I won't be doing that again. This will be...
Just don't screw up our timeline, alright?
Hail that!
Follow my movements.
Maybe you can teach me that one. This is getting old.
Our friend is down!
That gamma signature I mentioned, you can add seismic activity to it now. I suggest you make your way to the Sanctum. Immediately.
Yeah, I think we get the message. Don't blink. It sounds to me like they just missed their mama.
You are a force to be reckoned with. Weak, even for Hydra. You were too weak for this fight.
Misguided as they are, remember, Hydra is still human, Hunter. Not Lilin.
You were saying?
The lifeblood of the Mother pumps through our veins. The Mother is eternal. Hydra is eternal.
Wanna bet?
Wanda!
Wards! Weakening! Cannot let them fail! Oh, God.
Exactly.
The Neighborhood Association is not going to like this.
Nope.
I'll handle it.
Not.
Do not fear your magic, little wizard. We have answered the Mother's call. We are venom to all who oppose her. And you are large.
Well, that certainly escalated quickly. Do I even want to know what that beast is?
It calls itself Venom. Until now, it's of a very heroic young friend of mine.
We will feed your ugly tongue to the spider wizard. Marinate it in his stomach juices and eat it with his
It is all coming back to me. This will end
Do I look a bit younger to you?
You are within our reach.
Take your filthy hands off me, beast!
But not as fragile as you.
remind me again. You woke me up for this?
This house belongs to Mother. As you belong to us. We shall start with your juicy entrails. Then, slowly savor your delicious brains.
Are the rest of your mother's children so chatty?
Thankfully, no. No mercy for the servants of Lilith.
Monoforms are for the weak.
It's hard. For an amorphous pseudo.
We may not be ready for this thing yet. Might be smarter to pull back until we know what we're up against here.
Yes. Surrender. Be eaten. Fill our belly with your tasty fear.
I'll fill your belly with my blade. You had your chance to escape.
No fair hitting back.
that was something.
Look how fragile you are. We're not done with you yet.
Someone get this off of me!
Mother blesses us with power. Mother blesses us with strength. We protect the mother and are rewarded with your meat.
And to think Lilith was a vegetarian.
It's on!
Impressive. Watch and learn. A gift from ancient traditions.
Mother tells us to hurry.
Better not stain my cloak.
It's like being hit by the B train or the Hulk.
You should not have come here, little hunter. Your friends cannot help you. Mother may have claim on your soul, but your brain shall be yours. Cowboys.
I'll put this to good use.
A moment of
We will make you feel regret.
I should have deflected that.
We will heal faster than you.
I'm afraid I'm not much good like this. Just what this battle requires. Watch closely. the will. Apparently our reputation isn't enough to scare off these so-called children of Lilith.
This creature is too much.
Don't blink. Feeling strong today.
Just like old times.
No scampering away!
Oh, disgusting.
Pain is angering! This house belongs to Mother, as you belong to us. We should the entry, then slowly feed your delicious brains.
Are the rest of your mother's children so chatty?
Thankfully, no.
Watch me. Your mother.
Monoforms are for the weak. The way we
We may not be ready for this thing yet. Might be smarter to pull back until we know what we're up against here.
Yes. Surrender. Be eaten. Fill our belly with your tasty fear.
Your belly with my blade.
Pain only makes us hungrier.
Hold the light's gift. Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Watch me. It sounds to me like they just missed their mama.
I can still smell your every move. tells us to hurry.
What manner of creature are you? I suppose we should not underestimate this thing.
Awaiting reinforcements. Mother blesses us with power. Mother blesses us with strength. We protect the mother and are rewarded with your meat.
And to think Lilith was a vegetarian.
Tracking movement.
The light will carry you onward. The advantage is mine.
Fragile, but not as fragile as you.
No mercy for the servants of the Lord.
No pain. First you die, then we eat.
I felt that one.
You will suffer for that. You should not have come here. Your friends cannot help you. Mother.
Their strongest was no match for us. No escape from me, demon.
Hold up. We don't know what we're dealing with yet.
Such easy prey. What?
Hey, big guy! I was in the neighborhood. You know, being friendly. Seemed like you folks could use a hand, Doc.
Spider-Man!
Jeez, Eddie, what happened to you? That's sort of a horrifyingly terrible new look. The tongue was gross enough, but whoa! Someone is extra touchy today.
We will rip your face off and suck the marrow from your bones!
Always nice to see you too, buddy. So, I'm thinking your friends here could use a little break. How about I take Eddie here for his afternoon walk? Don't worry, Doc. That's just his way of saying he cares!
Congratulations.
New world or not, some things remain unchanged.
The look.
What look?
Boldly charging headfirst into the jaws of your enemy. Courageously risking the lives of yourself and your teammates. Just to play the hero. This is the Fire Dragon all over again.
Fire Dragoon. My memories may be fragmented, but as I recall, I killed the bastard.
And all it cost was a village.
Ah, of course. I see it now. The look.
Cut him some slack. It wasn't that simple.
It never is. Which is why I sent you to help. If Spider-Man hadn't come along today, we could have lost far more than...
Than the Sanctum?
Or Wanda.
She means I could have died. Again, putting an end to her eternal crusade against my mother.
You've been through a lot. For now, it's enough that you all made it back in one piece. More or less. We'll talk more later. Get some rest.
That was a complete fiasco.
Hey, for what it's worth, I think you did okay out there. You got some decent hang time, even given you were wearing, what, 70, 80 pounds of chainmail? On the Stark scale of reckless yet daring heroics, I give it a solid 6 out of 10. Don't worry, you'll get there. With a little help.
It is doubtful you could have done better. If you could, you would not have raised me from the dead.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't go all rabid zombie demon on me. It was just a little constructive criticism. You did a commendable job, considering you were, you know, reborn yesterday. I couldn't help but overhear Auntie Caretaker over there telling you to get some rest. That sounds like a good idea to me. I suppose I could keep you company on the way, seeing as our rooms are in the same direction and all. Besides, no one should be forced to walk the hallways around here alone. So, here we are. The old room, huh? It's not bad. Functional. Solid construction. Almost cozy. Love the antique furnishings from the early Mephisto collection. Full transparency, Hunter, there's another reason I asked to join you here, other than my abject terror of this entire facility. Stopped here before, while you were out. Wanted to surprise you with a nice little housewarming present. Was all set to write you a lovely welcome note, but I'm fairly certain that wasn't red ink in your quill.
But I do not have a quill.
Even better.
Relax, Tony. I simply jest. It is an ink derived of the spider lily flower. Red spider lily flowers.
Of course it was. Obviously.
With just a touch of amphibian blood for power.
Haha! Another zinger. And we'll just leave it at that. Well, I suppose I should leave before whatever monstrosity that is most definitely hiding under your bed jumps out, rips my face off, and then proceeds to feast on my soul. I'll leave you to it.
May your sleep be filled with pleasant dreams, Tony.
Right back at you. Oh, and if you hear the shrieking of a grown man, please ignore it. It's just me, walking to my room. Hi, I'm Tony Stark, but if you're hearing this message, you already know that. When I'm not saving the world, I solve the world's problems with technological means, like the one you're holding. I call it the Spark, a secure information and communication device built only for superheroes. It does all the usual, private messages, pictures, and calls for some reason. But it also comes with access to Superlink, a private social network exclusively for your cape-wearing, world-saving compatriots. You might ask, Tony, aren't you just repurposing a failed product from your communications division? If you do, I'll revoke access and let everyone else know you're a jerk. I call it the Wonder Man rule.
There was never enough room for my armor in this thing. We were all so happy then. My old journal. Maybe it is time I start writing in it again. Charlie! I know. I missed you too.
Let her enjoy the moment. She's been visiting your door every morning for the past 300 years.
Oh, it must have been so hard on her.
Not just her. I suppose that's why I might have been a little curt before.
A little?
You already made the ultimate sacrifice once. Maybe I'm in no rush to see you do it again.
We do not choose our destiny.
But we can choose to duck.
First lesson you ever taught me.
And still the most important. Especially now that you have all these eyes on you.
I have noticed.
To these people, you are a being of myth and legend. A grand hero of old. And they're right. You are a hero. But I also know the battle that rages within your soul. It's not enough that you are a hero. You need to decide what type of hero you will be. I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity for that in the days to come. For now, I would head to the forge. Our new guests are eager to show you something. This was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
Don't forget about Agatha.
I never could. Charlie was restless all night. I should have known something was wrong. We'll talk more later, but for now, Stark has requested your presence in the forge. I think he has another present for you.
Oh, check out Blade making nice with a big gun.
Hi, kiddo. I'm not sure we've ever had so many eager new recruits come along in such a short time. We must be doing something right.
I thought Caretaker told them no more guns in the... Heard about what happened in New York, Hunter. I'm sure whatever Tony's cooking up down there will only help.
Captain Marvrl is an exception.
Now?
Think you can tell your friend inside there to turn it up a few hundred Kelvin?
I could. However, it might shatter the containment spell preventing him from incinerating this facility.
I think we're good. And just in time.
The forge has certainly changed.
Right. Caretaker said this all happened after your siesta. What spooky castle would be complete without its own Babylonian demon-powered furnace?
Sumerian fire demon. His name is Babs.
Oh, now it all makes sense. Well, once you get past the esoteric terror of the situation, I've found this thing actually has some uses. Molecular bonding, breaking down evil gamma serums, fashion accessorizing.
Yes, speaking of...
Oh, right. It's ready.
Your armor seemed to offer minimal protection against the venom creature.
I noticed.
Yeah, I thought you could use an upgrade.
Well hammered, well fired. Caretaker did not mention that you two are such skilled smithies.
Yep, I am Iron Smithy.
Perhaps you should just try it on. Still think it could have used a cloak.
Stylish, damn near indestructible, and we even got the size right. Not bad for our first collaboration. I hate to admit it, but somehow this ancient forge puts any arc reactor I've got to shame. Who would have thought mystically bound demon power would be so damn energy efficient? Or carbon neutral? Certainly got that new suit of yours done a lot faster than I expected. Speaking of, what's the verdict, boss?
Tell me about this demon. Why is it there?
Well, you would probably know more about that than me. I'm still working on a way to keep track of everything that goes bump in the night around here. Whatever they've got trapped down there, it's hotter than hell by a few thousand Kelvin, very pissed off, and really good at weaving synthetic microblends. But tools are just one part of the equation. You gotta know how to use them, too. You were out, what, 300 years before we woke you from your eternal rest? I'm betting you have questions, so ask away, Hunter.
I take it this new version is a technological marvel?
Impact-resistant carbon composites, some patent-pending alloy mesh, and a few touches from Dr. Spooky over there. And hey, the built-in communicator means we can talk to each other without sending a raven.
So it is a marvel, then?
Lightweight, nearly indestructible, and modular enough for future upgrades. Frankly, I wouldn't have used your old suit to wax the Mandarin's car.
Thanks for catching me up on things.
Anytime. Oh, and speaking of things, remember that creepy gamma goop you found from that hopped-up Hydra soldier? Well, I gave it a peek, and it explains a lot. If you have a minute, meet me at the anvil over there, and I'll walk you through it. I promise it'll be worth your time. Whoa! Thought you were a ghost for a second. You aren't, are you? Now, I doubt advanced gamma thermodynamics was a hot topic at Yield Demon Hunting School, so I'm just gonna give you the condensed version.
I appreciate that.
Closest I've ever seen to this substance is pumping through Bruce's veins. Part gamma accelerant, part unknown element. Calling it coil for now, given its unique atomic structure. Man, I love acronyms. This stuff is more volatile than Nick Fury on a Monday morning. But Hydra doesn't seem to mind.
They're using it to get stronger.
Exactly. A few drops would make your average salamander look like Fin Fang Foom. Thankfully, with a little help from Dr. Spooky and our haunted oven over here, I think two can play at this game.
You are not suggesting we start injecting ourselves with it?
No, nothing like that. Though I can see some future applications for my energy drink line. I was thinking we apply this stuff towards upgrading our equipment.
I like where this is going.
Just give me a little time here and I can whip up some pretty fun toys. How about we give Hydra a taste of their own gamma-powered medicine for a change? Got more coil for me? Just give me this. Take your pick, Hunter. I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of the loop here.
Hunter, when you have a minute, come meet me in the yard. Welcome to the yard. At least that's what we're calling it these days. Caretaker put me in charge of your training. Too bad she didn't listen to me yesterday. Now that we know what we're up against, I think we can all use the practice. Any questions?
None.
All right then. Back again. Later. Hunter.
Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked the right supernatural demon hunter to resurrect. I'm Carol Danvers. You can call me Captain Marvrl. Kidding. Carol's fine. Just thought I'd throw a bone to the Avengers PR team. Not gonna lie, going a few rounds in Vampire Guy's Magic Thunderdome sounds like fun, but we've got bigger fish to fry. Well, not so much fish as that ginormous invulnerable sewer monster that swallowed the Sanctum.
The Venom creature surprised me before. He will not do so again.
What up, Jeff?
That thing's tougher than a flirkin' furball. You better steer clear of him and his creepy slime shield for a while. Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that shield all they want. If my time as a pilot taught me one thing, it's that sometimes you've gotta find a workaround. As in Hydra. They've gotta know the way inside. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking. But then again, I'm told I can be rather persuasive when I need to be.
Just how far are you willing to go, Captain?
Let's just say that I'm willing to unleash the power of a quantum singularity white hole on them if need be.
Quantum... what?
You'll see. Find me in the war room when you're finished here. There's a few things we should discuss. Oh, and Hunter? Welcome back from the dead.
What's up?
Can I ask about you?
I guess.
How did you become a Dhampir?
You say that like I had a choice. I was born this way.
How is that possible?
A vampire bit my mother. Problem was, I was still in the womb. I'm lucky I was even born. Don't know if that's how it always is, but that's the way it went down for me.
How long have you been around?
I don't exactly know. I think of myself as mid-20s, maybe. I lost a lot of time. Much of the last century was a blur. I have occasional memories, almost like coming up for air before being yanked back down into the depths.
What happened?
I killed a lot of vampires. I hadn't lost my mind exactly, but I got into a rhythm and never stopped. Never had a reason to stop. Not until I met Caretaker.
And then?
She gave me a reason to stop.
What brought you to the Abbey?
Caretaker. About 10 years ago, she brought me back to the real world. Gave me a place to stay until I came back to myself.
Did she ever say why?
She said she thought I'd be able to kill more vampires if I was acting on more than just instinct. But I know it was more than that. She gave me safe haven here at the Abbey. Something I'd never known. Must have read half the books in the library by the time I headed out. So when she reached out and asked me to be part of this weird little club, of course I showed up.
Tell me about the Midnight Suns.
All right.
Do you have any thoughts on the team as a whole?
I think we're the only ones aware of the danger Lilith poses to this world. And I think we're pretty green. But enough training will get us through it. Speaking of training, we doing this, or are we gonna keep wasting daylight?
I am ready to train.
Finally.
Nothing is certain these days, but these readings...
Ow. The gamma signature is completely inverted. The daughter nuclei are being reabsorbed into the parent nuclei, which is impossible.
If the gamma signature from the Sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Wait, you're being serious?
We should be able to track this new gamma signature to its source then, right? I'd do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chum.
What exactly is a Central?
C-E-N-T-R-A-L. Cognitive Encryption Net Transmogrification. We'll figure it out later.
Sending coordinates now. Hope your gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Well, he's been a little moody lately, ever since, you know, the problem with the big old green guy.
I heard that.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
Definitely.
Aw, see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
Find me when you're ready.
Multi-million-dollar piece of experimental technology, and she kicks it.
It's been a long time since I've been involved in any major undertakings like this. It was just recently that the Hudson Yards developed.
Let's see. Trench coat, sunglasses at night, brooding person.
Gamma signatures and unstable isotopes aren't really in my wheelhouse, so we'll be patching Dr. Banner through from Avengers Tower once you reach the other side.
Probably can scratch abandoned off the description of this place. You seeing this, Bruce? Getting all sorts of weird down there.
Johann Fenhoff. That hack. I heard he was dead. Well, hoped is perhaps a more accurate description.
Calls himself Faustus now. Hydra's resident mad scientist.
Not just Hydra's. Lilith's. That's magic coming from those crates. I can feel it.
Yeah? How about gamma radiation? You feeling that too? Because that's some pretty evil-looking Hydra tech down there.
Gamma and magic.
I need you to use your science brain on this one, Bruce.
We need to approach this situation carefully. Combining those energies is an explosive proposition at best. Think scalpel, not hammer. Stealth, not strength.
Yeah, I don't do stealth.
Kill them.
I always considered Faustus a bit of a crackpot, but his fundamental science must be sound. The device would have surely exploded otherwise after your display, Carol.
Learned it by watching you, Bruce. It's about time.
Leave some for the rest of us.
thieves that give people like us a bad reputation. Payback's gonna be fun.
Don't worry, I can take it.
Lilith would be embarrassed by your weakness. They are being reinforced.
I've never been one to buy into the science of magic, but the data I'm seeing is hard to ignore. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
You know you're talking to a vampire, an alien hybrid, and a resurrected demon hunter, right? Come get it. Feeling strong today. Watch close.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
One more time.
Maybe you should teach me that one.
The light is on our side. The power of the light.
We will never forsake her.
That's not supposed to hurt.
As long as I get to hit you back.
Awaiting reinforcements.
Is it possible he somehow stabilized the rate of decay within the particles themselves? How else could he be achieving such a high yield?
I don't know, Bruce. I'll be sure to ask him when he's punching out the bad guys.
That looked like it hurt.
Save this one just for you! Didn't think I could get any stronger.
Exactly what I needed.
Come back and regroup.
It will all be over soon.
Perhaps Faustus's device is worth further study. If you wouldn't mind, Carol, I'd prefer it if you and your supernatural associates not...
Smash it?
Yes.
Let's do it!
I am impressed.
Lucky shot. I might be in trouble this time. Let's do it.
So that's how that works.
That's a neat trick.
too weak for this fight.
Go, now, quickly!
Let's go, go, go!
The perfect opportunity to field test Mother's device.
Watch out!
Get her!
For the record, Bruce, I did not smash that thing.
Noted, Carol. Perhaps you might direct all that energy towards your newfound adversaries instead. And the mysterious cargo they're attempting to escape with?
Just like old times.
Watch and learn.
Hail that! You had your chance to escape.
Nice move.
Weak, even for Hydra.
Hydra!
Their persistence is irritating.
That's not right.
Someone call for reinforcements? No one will touch you.
Preliminary analysis of the blast confirms high levels of gamma and various unknown energies.
Unknown to you. There is dark magic at work here. You must not let Hydra escape with it.
Time to bleed.
Now that was something.
Here it comes.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
one less thing to worry about. Approximately 16,342 more to go. I suggest starting with the remaining Hydra forces in your vicinity.
Hail Hydra!
Lucky shot.
Let's see how tough you are.
To be crystal clear, we won't be able to recreate Faustus's experiment or track potential future variants' gamma signatures without a baseline resonant sample from his initial occult catalyst.
Got it. Stop the truck.
Maybe you do not realize the trouble you are in, friend.
Time's up with these chumps.
For the mother! My time to shine.
Gonna have to try harder than that.
These delays can be quite frustrating. Infuriating, even. I suppose by now I'd normally be warehouse for the puny truck of the moon.
Don't worry, Bruce. I've got a pair of torn purple pants with your name on them.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Your mother abandons you.
We've done it!
What is this thing?
Bad guy crate. Full of bad guy stuff.
I know those symbols. From the time of the first hunt. That glyph means barrier. That one, almighty. Something, something. Gods and demons.
So a spooky bad guy crate.
Very spooky. Designed to contain powerful magic. Be careful.
Got it. Don't cross the streams.
Never do. How about we get this thing back to the Abbey and see for ourselves? Nice job out there, kid. I mean, I didn't get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
Kid, you do know that I am a good 3 centuries older than you, right?
Then you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, Abbey tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
The Eternal Spirits of Vengeance take technical fouls very seriously, especially in the fourth quarter.
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
It is always movie night.
Exactly.
Wow, out of jail again? Who made this game? Wilson Fisk?
Well, if parking is free, clearly no one from Manhattan.
You know what they say? All work and no play is how we ended up with Ultron. Come on. You should hang out.
I should rest. Another time. Let me see. How did this work again?
You answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the Staff of One speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff. Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes?
So, if you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask later magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Work?
Yeah, talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff. Or quasi-human. You're a Midnight Sun now. One of us.
Nico, I was just Hydra bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I, keep seeing Wanda. She... Never mind.
I will meet you outside.
Yes! I'll go nuke us some popcorn and you pick out a movie. Oh, and it may just be the two of us. The others went outside, needed to cool off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge. Or maybe crack open the casket of ancient wonders a little? These missions can't be good for Caretaker's blood pressure. Something tells me you don't have a favorite movie. Well, we can start you out with one of my favorites. I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
Sorry to hear you went through that.
It was bad, but I learned to deal with it. It's the only way forward, right? Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even more.
I did not realize you carried such pain.
I just learned to bury it. You think I can afford a therapist on a superhero salary? I'm kidding. We don't get paid for this. Enough about our crappy parents. You missed out on decades of good movies. It's my solemn duty to fill this knowledge gap with the best examples I can provide. So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor. I won't forget it. So, what did you think of the movie?
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void. I dreamt.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No, think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the Staff of One? Or who were the Runaways?
I had some questions about your staff.
Sure. But first, the basics. The Staff of One interprets words or phrases as spells, but it can only cast a spell once. No repeats.
If each magical effect is unique, do you worry you will run out of words?
Not really. I only use the staff's power when I truly need it. The rest of the time, I rely on more conventional means. Like, you know, magic.
I had some questions about your old team.
The Runaways? Sure thing.
Where are your friends now?
Molly attends Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Carolina left Earth to marry alien nobility. Gert... She didn't make it. After Gert passed, Chase and I had a falling out. The last I heard, he and Old Lace are living at his family home in L.A. As for Alex, he chose his side, and it wasn't ours. He died with our parents.
I should get going.
Good timing. Looks like Caretaker wants to speak with you, and wow, I should get to bed. Time flies when you're hanging out.
I'm glad to see you're using your free time productively. It's a Looks like you're finding your way around. Maybe making some new friends.
I was planning on getting some rest, but...
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon. Not quite like it was in the good old days.
To stand still is to move back.
You got that one from Agatha. She used to say it all the time. I always preferred, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Used to?
I am sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know... Agatha... She's no longer with us.
What? That is impossible. She was so...
Fierce. Indomitable. Or maybe just kind to a fault.
The loss could not have been easy for you.
Thank you for that. But it's not just my loss. It's all of ours. And what makes this loss even harder to accept is that it was completely avoidable. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her, but she would not listen. There was an incident. An accident, I'm sure, but...
Agatha was killed.
Yes, incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. The others were heartbroken, as was I. But I also saw the danger, the threat, if Wanda's powers were left unchecked. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away, to the Sanctum Sanctorum, to study under Dr. Strange. I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment towards me for it.
I do not envy you. That must have been a difficult decision.
It's my job to make tough calls. I'm not popular for it, I know. But strong leadership requires risking being unliked. Wanda, Agatha. It seems we have lost them both now. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the grounds, hoping to find some solace, a way to move forward. You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't. Good night, Hunter.
Agatha.
You always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my Hunter.
You seem strangely at ease about this whole thing.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride. Even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
The Bloodgate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen? Ominous-looking portal is known as a Bloodgate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Bloodgate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you, as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
That is something.
Not what you were expecting, is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtor.
Sarah, Caretaker, was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should know.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference.
And this is my challenge.
Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie?
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear. As the goddess of balance and order, Ashtor was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
Too weak for this fight. I am impressed. Your mother abandoned you.
some for the rest of us.
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts. Don't hesitate to strike. They certainly won't.
Feel my call. At your chest. Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
This looks like a...
Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the Blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtur for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
Blessings of the goddess.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
Feeling good today, girl?
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter to the forge. Thank you. Strange out.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate?
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a we in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
Whatever. If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever's in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
I hope the two of you create something powerful. I want to stop Lilith quickly and decisively.
As I said, I'm sure it can help us. I just need to convince Tony to set his ego aside. His discomfort with the esoteric nature of the arcane might be a problem.
But Tony's eccentricities aside, I know you can make this work.
Right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside. Approach the anvil, Hunter. We do not have time to spare.
The Caretaker isn't big on the idea of hardwiring this place to an arc reactor, as far as I can tell.
You have my undivided attention. In this reality, anyway. By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within. These were relatively common at that point in history.
Tony is working. What have you got for me, boss? Give me a minute. How does this look?
One of us isn't the miracle worker we claim to be. I'll let you guess who.
Later.
Really contemplating if that eclipse shit real. I don't know.
What happened to Queasy?
Oh, you finna hop on a different account, yeah.
I'm streaming right now if y'all want to join. So I'm on milk.
Oh, you. What account?
Hey, Hunter. Got a sec to spare?
Mm-hmm.
Nigga said RDC.
Yo, no.
Wait, isn't it? It's something Kizzy 101.
Yeah, the Kizzy 101.
Aston Martin. Am I tripping? Do y'all hear that?
You talking about Echo?
Aston Martin.
You've been here more in the last few days than I have since.
Well, I heard Martin.
The forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped in
Yeah, I hear it now.
That's my mic.
Speaking of.
Yes, that's your mic.
Yo,
that is mic, cause it's loud.
Yeah,
that's your mic.
Spirit of vengeance.
No, much.
I was trying to say, where the echo go? I was hearing it on the stream. Where the fuck did that go?
Spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns.
I think I'm in my mic.
Just a few days. 3 centuries ago.
Yo, you could have a created character.
Oh, man,
That's you, Chris.
I have crap to work through.
I try to make my character look like the dude from GTA.
I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Yeah, Franklin.
Nigga don't even know Franklin's name. That's how you know he didn't make him after Franklin. It's a cat, bro. It's your cat.
You can't tell me you don't look like him though.
Somebody said hi in the chat.
What's good, gang?
Hi.
Yo.
Konnichiwa. It's a girl, hello. Hi. Is it a girl, hello? For my Ryan, watch out. Ryan trying to be like somebody and shit. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
You fucking thought
Was that Ryan talking or was that an echo?
I I think Ryan was talking.
Never thought he'd get bouncy, but here we are. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blake to set things up. Won't take a minute.
Then you died 10 times in one zombies match?
When you
Let's talk about that.
trade places.
You don't want to talk about that, my boy.
He's the guy with the flaming
I never played those matches in my life.
Kinda hard to miss.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm watching this nigga see what the fuck, how the fuck he be dropping nukes with LMGs.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on? I'm talking training with Ghost Rider. Time's wasting.
Well, that's why Chris be using the AK-47. That shit kind of sell.
AK-47.
We've got
it's not bad, but
for old dogs.
That's your ass.
No, I ain't gonna lie. Every time I use that shit, it sold me. I had to hop on the SMGs. Everybody uses SMGs. You'll see everybody in the lobby fiending on the SMGs, bro.
I will use that. It's just bad.
That shit is crazy.
Ryan, what car are you in?
Hunter,
SMGs
report to the war room. We've got a mission.
Be really like they kill people mad quick.
Got a minute, Hunter.
Like, see how many times you shot him and you couldn't kill him? That shit is
crazy
wild.
world you woke up
What you guys talking about?
I'm watching. I'm just watching his shit, like, his stream when we was playing with
Apocalypse
Tave.
Prophecies, the Bronx.
When y'all was playing?
It is indeed, Daywalker.
We was playing with Tave.
And that op against Faustus. The way Captain Marvrl
but I
just
think that's the
absorbed
time
that
Ricky
bomb.
joined the party and you joined right after.
Are you trying to make a point
Nighttime?
of this?
No.
Or are we in the day making
just
money?
wanted to catch up.
I see.
You said daytime?
Well,
she's something else, though, huh?
Excuse me?
Smart,
Yo, he really
quick-witted,
shot me as soon
fearless.
as I
Hell, she
spawned
even
in the
glows.
head. What the fuck type
And
shit is
do you
that with
find
a
all
shot?
of your allies equally impressive?
Yes. No. Wait. What are you trying to say?
I literally slid it.
Night or daytime?
Oh, we on nighttime?
You are not.
You don't need money?
expressing feelings
But nigga,
of
we in a
affection,
day.
are you?
Fuck it, we in a day.
I have
Yeah,
no
because we
idea
need
what
money
you're
to even
talking
do
about.
level 3 races.
My apologies.
And if I did, this
Well,
ain't my
10K.
first rodeo, you know?
Level 3 race is
Of
like
course it is
14,
not.
15K.
Whatever a rodeo.
You don't get no money at all from night.
Well,
Unless
now
you
that
cash in
that's
your rep.
settled, maybe I should go sharpen my stakes or something.
That's only a
And
little
maybe
bit.
we should keep this chat to ourselves for now.
You even said that shit in the stream. Oh shit. I love the AK-47. That shit not bad. That shit not bad. I ain't gonna cap. I used to use that too.
Hey.
That used to be my main.
You called for me,
when I
Captain?
when I was first playing.
Keep telling ya, Carol works too. But yeah, I did.
Ryan, go grab the
Now
Aston
that
Martin.
Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to
You got it? If you don't got it, just come on.
Got a
I'm finna
lead
start a
on some
race.
particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city. But we need to move fast if we want to
I
intercept.
remember you was really trying to beat my time trial.
Let's get
You
going.
can't do it. Give it up.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem though.
My
We
old
seem to
one's
have
probably
lost
still
our
on there.
gatekeeper, Magic.
It was that one time trial where you had to stay on the fucking the
Well, I
rail.
updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic.
Oh, I need that 40 bonus.
There is no passage to New York, or anywhere for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today. Still, you better hurry. Not sure how long Hydra will remain in their current position.
Then I shall make haste.
Oh, it's Friday.
Yes, you hasten as much as you can, Hunter.
It's Friday. I can't lose the quiz. Ooh, that car's sexy. The Jaguar. And that shit keeping up with me? What the heck? And it's flying. But it's a good booty on flying.
Man, where the cars at? Crash them.
I love
She
daytime.
does not see it
I have to
happening.
start doing daytime races more. I kind of sold it. I kind of sold myself.
Have you seen?
No.
All right.
Well, yeah, we going downhill. You're not catching me. You're not.
Robbie, have you seen magic?
No, but there were some pretty crazy energy
Got
flashes
caught up?
coming from the
That's tough.
dorms a few minutes ago. Usually means she wants to be left alone. Trust me on that.
Thanks, Robbie.
Quit right after that shit. And he mad quiet. Yo, clip that shit. You going through pain. You thought you could beat me. You thought you could beat me.
I needed that.
You better shut up, bro. I'm making you cry. You look like I got a headache. I really
Look
need
at
to
you.
cry right now.
Nah, you can't make
Yes,
me cry,
hello.
Bro. Sticks and stones, Brody.
This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch,
Sticks and
did it
stones
not?
in a big booty hole.
Wanda.
All I
It
know.
belongs
I
to
ain't gonna make you
Wanda.
cry. Probably can't
Let me
anyway.
guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others
never gonna
value
be
me
good.
for.
You're not good at nothing in life.
Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something.
Dang,
Come
that
back
shit.
later.
Dang, I'm crying. Damn. Damn,
It is
Queasy.
never easy
Hold
to
on,
lose
how
a
many
comrade.
views you got? Oh,
I know
damn.
this too well.
On my
You
last
did not
one.
lose, Wanda.
That's more you
We
ever had
let
in your
her
life.
go.
All your videos combined.
Before any of this started.
Oof.
Wanda's
That's
first
all my.
grimoire.
That's all my views.
Agatha
Oh
gave
shit,
it to her
combined.
when she
Oh
was
shit.
teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it.
Sleep depressed, thinking every day.
So now
my
I
queen's
read
so
it.
much better than me. That's tough. How do you get like that?
Queasy, like that's when you start getting annoying, bro. But you alright, bro. You just a fiend. Like chill out sometimes. And you got mad because you crashed. Like what the fuck?
Don't start getting sad now.
That is no child's
Don't
play.
start sad.
Lose
Don't
focus
start
for
I won the
1
race.
second and be lost completely within
Don't
its
start
gates.
sad.
DNF.
Let me
Yeah.
guide
Just
you.
one race out of 2,000.
You do not own the
You do
darkness.
better.
Still proud of that shit.
You
I
behind
was
for life.
also raised within it. So much so
Tell you
I
those
barely
Nah,
better
you
than
behind
you
for
ever
life.
win. Do I gotta beat you every single time? Am I that much better than you?
has this in common with us too.
Am I that much better than you? I gotta beat you
You
every single time in every
Come
single
face
game.
to
Do better than
face
you every
with
single
your
time on
evil
Cold War.
self. To be dragged to some
Nigga did better than me in one Cold War
dimension
game that's
so
likely
hot
to
that
happen.
your soul is scorched black.
That's tough.
Your heart so filled with soot that it
You
chokes
thought
out
you finna
all
make
the
me
bright
laugh.
parts of you.
You gonna make me cry,
You are
bro. I'm
just
laughing.
That's tough.
Dark thing of smoke
Left
and
my eyes
ash.
off, bro.
Tough.
I cannot let such a
Are you
fate
good at
happen
anything?
to her.
Can you think of anything? It could be anything. It don't gotta be the game.
Then put the damn book down and help me get
I
her
could
back.
beat you and chill enough.
You can laugh at it now. You gonna think about it later and be depressed.
Not to mention
Like you got in your bio, laughing out cry later.
Really chill ass motherfucker though.
And perhaps you are not entirely incorrect. Okay,
I would probably
I
kill
will
myself.
open your damn portal. It
I'm
is
just saying,
times
though,
such
I
as
got a
this
headache
that I
right
wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time. Perhaps Doctor Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge and focus
Nah, just
more
really
on
think
his
about that though.
magic.
Just let it sink in.
No matter. I will be there when you are ready.
No. I know that.
shit
I'm just saying, let it
Goodbye.
sink in though.
Why the fuck is this so like?
Nah,
Left
let's
Yourself
stop
is a
talking
game,
about
nigga.
that. Just laugh about it. You don't gotta talk serious about it. Just laugh about it. It's funny. Just laugh. You know, we're joking. I'm joking. Like you said.
Good day, Hunter.
Yo, you fucking me up on this job and shit.
What's shaking? I take it you found our gatekeeper. Then let me explain what's going on. When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending
okay? These negative
scenarios,
one?
they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens
Nah,
of New York
be
through
2.0.
various low-level
me see.
operations.
Mr. 2.0.
It's fairly routine stuff for
I can look at it
heroes
right
these
now.
days.
I can
In
look at it in my
worst
phone.
case, we'll still get some fresh intel in the process.
You lying
Why
to
don't
me?
you check the mirror table and see what we've got on our plate?
Are you not laughing?
Not a bad place to be posted up, all things considered. At least you weren't down in the dungeon with Tony.
What was your last gamer tag? Talking about Rally Boy 69 sleep, but you keep changing your shit. Can't even find a good one.
Rally Boy 69 sleep is horrible. When the last time I changed my gamer tag? What are you talking about? My gamer tag is annoying. They different accounts. Good try though. Try again.
Gucci can't rap like me. That's all I gotta say.
You gotta know if you're using your rap career, nobody knows you.
Nigga, that's because a nigga ain't sold his soul. I gotta do that.
I ain't have to sell
no,
my
you
soul
would
for
do
nothing.
that.
I never
No, you would do
to.
that. Weezy, all the motherfuckers who even talking against it is still with it.
You got no Roblox career.
They still already sold their soul. Motherfuckers who is exposing the shit, still with it, bro. How the fuck you get all the information and talk about that shit? They just infiltrate the Illuminati, nigga. Oh, shit.
What is stopping you?
I have no idea.
We're sending you straight to the coordinates Captain Marvrl identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed that the gamma signatures in the area match those.
Wait, say it. Oh, no, let me lock in this time. Say it for real. Say it.
Say what?
What you was just saying? I forgot.
Motherfuckers who be selling.
I don't want to hear that, nigga. Shut up.
Yeah, you gonna be one of them one day, bro. Gonna play in the game. Your brain's gonna be
A single world ending.
My brain fried.
It's never enough to satiate your appetite for destruction. You insist
and
on
it's every time
meddling
I'm on the
further,
game.
forcing our hand yet
It's either
again.
you got a headache or I got a
That's
headache.
just lovely.
Faustus
Wait, so
has
you
Chris
said
be
I'm
getting
gonna be
headaches
done?
too.
assuming whatever
I'm gonna be done.
Chopper is our target.
Playing the game.
I suggest we stop it and
I'll
see
play the
for
game more than you. I
ourselves.
still don't got you math. Let me stop.
That shit hurt. Hold on. Easy math pain. Nah, cause I just can't do math on my head. I gotta do that shit on paper. Everybody different though.
Back.
I think school is worse, look. Squeezy, imagine going to school. You gonna see a bunch of niggas acting like Tay. When he was like, you know how he was, but you know how he was with like, fucking, what's his name? Psycho and all them motherfuckers. Furry asses. You see they IG. You seen that Insta, bro.
Oh, my Spirit Marines and shit. One of them, I got
Good
it.
Spirit and
One
Psycho.
of them,
Be embarrassed by your weakness.
one of them follow me on Instagram, be liking my shit. Funny,
Yeah, weird.
I'm doing really focused. The dude, got long ass hair. This shit red, black and
You
red.
don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The gamma
I don't say nothing,
disruptor you
though.
so narrowly escaped
my
within
God.
our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus.
Nah, you totally.
I will open more.
Your spirit.
Nice
You
guy
truly
since last,
are
bro.
your
I really seen a whole
mother's
video.
child.
It was like a social experiment. This dude was like, first I'm gonna be mad nice to the girls and just ask for their number. Shit did not work for none of them. Next thing you know, he turned into Franklin from GTA. You look lost. Let me get your number. Started getting mad.
Really?
Yeah. You just gotta have a wife beater and like the casual queasy
Gotta
shit.
be a white beater.
You gotta have a that shit might work too. If you is a real wife beater. And then it was like some of the girls who ain't want to do it with the wife beater on was already in a relationship or just ain't even want it. But the girls who don't want it none, be mad about it. I'm like Isabel. Yup. And they end up with some dude like Ricky. Ha!
No retreat!
Nigga don't even go to work. Dang. Nigga, I be going to work every day.
They send more
Where
to
the
be
pussy?
slaughtered.
Dang.
Where's
that, bro?
buffoon to win today. Stop that,
no
Chopper,
legacy.
please.
No legacy.
With pleasure.
And all the dumb motherfuckers be going crazy.
The light will
Like Tommy.
heal
See how bad he be
Tommy
fiending for that
yelling.
shit?
Bro, yes. Then did I told you right? He asked somebody's girlfriend to fucking break up with him for a day. Come get one.
Yeah. Remember when he was talking to Cassandra?
Well, I'm trying to find something.
I think Tommy's trying to get with Murray. No, Tati.
He was. Yeah, he was. He took her on a date. He was gonna take her on a
for
date.
real?
He said, "You gonna get wine?" He said, "What you gonna give me? What you gonna give me?" Tommy, smiling, even hard as fuck.
Like, I finally got a victim. No.
centuries ago.
Remember, we was on the bus. He was like, "Yo, Queasy, that's my speed. That's my speed right there." Girl, that's my speed. Hell yeah, that's your speed. You kind of slow.